Hey, Scruffy. And it's Meow. Yeah, another Meow. Wow. Another one. And another one. And another one. So does that mean you're hungry? No? Yeah? I got your food. It's the meaty pate with real chicken and tuna with kibble. So I haven't seen you most of the day. I saw you this morning on the rocks. And I think that's it. Well, want to get this started? So that I pick up your food and take it out, okay? Okay, so I'm going to pick up the food now. And I'm going to open the door. Ready? So grabbing the food and waiting for you to move. Okay, that's better. So I'm going to put the food on the table. Get the water. And close the door. Let's change the water now. So get old water out, and put new water in, okay? How's that look? So I'm going to sit down in the chair and put on the glove, okay? And I can smell somebody's doing laundry with way too much detergent. Oh, you want the other side, huh? You want both sides, huh? The other side. So it was partly cloudy today. So we had a lot of different bouts of overcast and sunny. The weather was not as warm as yesterday. So I wasn't sure if Scruffy was going to sunbathe or not, and I basically didn't see him this afternoon, so I guess, yeah, he didn't sunbathe. So I went for a bike ride today. Just kind of indecisive about my route. So on one hand, I kind of felt like I should push myself. And on the other hand, I was thinking, well, I'm going to do intervals tomorrow, so I don't want to overdo it today. And I wasn't sure how motivated I felt today. Kind of having a ho-hum day. So I ended up going up the big steep mountainside that I like to avoid. That's the one where I got stuck in the mud a few weeks ago. But I didn't go all the way to the top. So there's a fork in the road. Oh. And you can either go up all the way to the top, or you can split off and keep going, and the path basically rejoins kind of the main areas. If you go up to the summit, it actually dead ends, so you have to turn around. It's the final steep climb, just to kind of do it. Though I think actually the parts leading up to the summit are actually steeper, so I think, yeah, for me it's just by the time I get to that last summit, I'm like tired, and so that last summit feels hard, even though it's probably actually easier than all the parts getting up to that. But anyway, I felt I was going to take that path, but I didn't feel like going up to the top. So I did that, and during the ride I was kind of feeling a little bit of the fatigue, and it's like, yeah, maybe I didn't want to do this. But too late. That detergent is really bothering me. It's really strong. So then I continue my route, and kind of it rejoins the main path, so then I did kind of another loop up one of my more normal climbs. It's kind of my minimal route climb. And then after that, it loops back one more time, and I was like, well, I feel like I should do something, but I don't know if I want to do another climb. He's friendly tonight. Really likes the neck rubs. So it's good. So I decided to take a route that it's slightly uphill. It's not like heavy uphill. It's been kind of like closed periodically because of landslide issues. So it's been like open and closed all winter. They keep like reopening it and then reclosing it, and then actually part of the trail is actually off limits to bikes, so I have to stop at a certain point. So I don't go up that route that often, but I decided, okay, haven't been up here in a while, and it's probably suitable for my current energy level. And so the other neat thing is there's a creek that feeds like the whole area. So the creek starts north of that section. So going up that path, I get to see more of the source of the creek and see how much water there is. Because usually when I go, the creek is completely dry. And interestingly, actually the water enters the creek kind of like throughout the entire length of the creek. So even though the top part's dry, water actually does appear like further down. I don't really understand it, like where all the water is coming from, but today there was actually some water in the northern section of the creek, so that was interesting to see just because, yeah, we don't get that much rain. Okay, I want to finish this up, Scruffy, and ready for your food? I think you're ready for your food, huh? Okay, so how about I get you your food, okay? So, let's get your food, okay? And you're actually sitting like right in front of me. So I usually put the food where my left foot is, but you're like moved over quite a bit. So, okay, I'm gonna brush you. So I finally ordered the cat food from Walmart, but I was very annoyed because not only did they run out of the special dark chocolate syrup, they also ran out of cream of mushroom soup, which I needed. And I was shocked that they sold out of that. So I don't know what's going on in the supply chains right now. And then I was getting warnings about that Japanese powdered hot sauce I wanted to order. I guess they had it, but yeah, the delivery options are kind of all like I think they were promising next day delivery, but yeah, they couldn't do it. It's like, yeah, I don't care that much. Next day, 5 days, whatever. Better than Amazon, which is like 3 weeks. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with the supply chains right now. It's kind of nuts. Very concerning, actually. Okay. And then I was looking in, once again, the possibility of me flying up to attend the memorial for my aunt in person. So there's still a seat available, but I was starting to look at the other logistics. So I have a relative up there who was actually offering to drive me, so I wouldn't have to rent a car. So that simplifies that section of the trip quite a bit. However, because there's like basically only one flight in and one flight out, I still have to basically wait. You know, it's like first thing in the morning I gotta leave, and then last thing at night I come back. So that's a really long day, and so the car rental part may not be my biggest problem, just waiting time-wise. But my yeah, I can't. Yeah, so the voucher thing's not going to work, so I'm going to have to pay full out of pocket, which I'm not thrilled with. But yeah, the big obstacle at the moment is getting a cell phone. So I went back to Target looking for those SIM cards, and yeah, they ran out of that one I was looking for. Can't believe it. So I don't know if I can get a SIM card working fast enough for my trip. So I need that to basically do the Uber to get to the airport in the first place. And so I don't know if I'm going to be able to make this work. So, yeah, kind of upset about that. So it's part of my ho-hum day. And then just before I came to feed here, I was checking the stock market news. So I mentioned before, I've been trying to learn options trading, and I've been trying to make some investment positions for the long term. And so not long ago, I sold some options on a couple of Chinese stocks that I wanted to get into because they seemed cheap, relatively speaking, for the amount of earnings they have. So they seem like good investment targets. So anyway, the politics is going on. There's like a very anti-China sentiment going on, and anyway, this has apparently crept into policy, and so now there's talk of Chinese stock bans for certain Chinese companies, and of course the ones I'm looking at are they're actually some of the biggest companies in the stock market, but basically they're on the potential ban list. So anyway, the market's freaked out, and so their stock prices have plummeted, and my purchase price is actually I'm still out of the money. So for the moment, I'm safe, but I'm worried that as time goes on, more people are going to bail, and I might be stuck with stocks that have crashed, and then I'll be forced to sell at a loss because it'll probably keep going down because Americans may be forced to sell their positions in the stocks. So I'm looking at a pretty big potential loss here, which I'm not thrilled about. So because when you buy an option, you have to buy 100 shares, and these were not cheap stocks, so because they're some of the biggest companies in China. So I'm a little worried right now because it's a lot of money to lose for no real reason except politics. So politics seems to keep screwing me over, even though I want to have nothing to do with it. Because so if you haven't heard, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to move because of a crazy state law that got passed that basically makes it illegal for me to consult or contract or freelance or whatever word you want to use. So if I want to keep doing the work I've been doing for my whole life, I can't do it in this state. So politics has been really screwing my life. I'm not happy. So Scruffy's not going to stick around tonight. That suits me. I gotta do a bunch of things. Okay, well, I guess that's it for tonight. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.